sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the London Monarchs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, it's Douglas.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Down right around the 25.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here we go, here we go.
The tight end in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Douglas. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And play is stopped here. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Douglas, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, pass.
Up the middle they go. It's Douglas, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
On the ball, now, go check.
Here's a give up the middle. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that, street.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Bengals take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is taken at the 15. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Monarchs have retaken a third-quarter lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check match, ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Check contact, check contact. 60.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down now. It's Douglas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. first down.
Douglas.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top-5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heat it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Bengals, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host